Everyone's buzzing about the ongoing Diddy trial, and things are getting pretty intense. As the court proceedings unfold, old stories from his past are resurfacing, dragging everyone connected to him into the spotlight and trouble. Meanwhile, Cash Rock appears to be soaking up the chaos. Rumor has it she's been speaking out, claiming that Diddy and Yung Miami orchestrated a wild setup to humiliate her and then quickly discarded her afterward. Call it naive or whatever, but the recently resurfaced clips from that Diddy party show Cash Rock clearly thrilled to be there, like, genuinely hyped. Back then, she was caught in a rocky on and off relationship with Blueface, the father of her child, who is now behind bars. Things took a turn when Crone discovered Blueface was cheating and decided to call it quits. Feeling down and heartbroken, Cash Rock was in a vulnerable place. That's when Chrisean, better known as Yung Miami, stepped in and invited her to the Diddy party, hoping the night would help her shake off the pain of the breakup. He was showering her with kisses on the cheek, bowing low as he told her she deserved to get her flowers. Music. To give some background, early on, Diddy had confronted Zeus Network founder Lem Plummer over underpaying Chrisean. Now, many might not be familiar with this, so here's the full story. Lem Plummer, along with several partners, was one of the original founders of Zeus Network. Zeus Network has successfully carved out a unique space in the entertainment world by focusing on young influencers, emerging rap artists, and some of the most popular online personalities of the moment. Unlike traditional television networks, Zeus has positioned itself as a platform that understands the digital age, where social media clout and internet fame matter just as much, if not more, than conventional celebrity. Their content reflects the energy, conflicts, and aspirations of a new generation, hungry for authenticity, drama, and a peek behind the scenes of influencer lifestyles. One of Zeus Network's flagship reality shows that quickly rose to prominence is Baddies. The concept of Baddies is simple yet effective. Gather a group of strong, outspoken women under one roof and let the drama unfold naturally. These women are often influencers, models, artists, or personalities with distinct, bold identities, which inevitably means sparks will fly when they live and work so closely together. The show thrives on the tension and unpredictability that comes from mixing different personalities, backgrounds, and agendas, all vying for screen time, respect, and sometimes dominance. The appeal of Baddies goes far beyond just watching conflicts arise. It is about witnessing the real emotions behind those clashes. The arguments are not always scripted or forced. Many come from genuine misunderstandings, clashing egos, and long-held grudges. Physical confrontations are not uncommon, and neither are emotional breakdowns. This level of raw energy makes the show gripping for viewers who tune in week after week to see how the drama will escalate or resolve. Unlike many reality shows that sanitize conflict, Baddies leans into the chaos, making it a central part of the storytelling. Chrisean, one of the cast members, emerged as a standout personality on the show. With her bold attitude and sharp tongue, she quickly became a fan favorite. Viewers appreciated her for her authenticity and willingness to speak her mind, even if it meant stirring the pot at times. Crone's presence added a compelling dynamic to the group because she was both a source of drama and a character viewers could root for. She represented a blend of strength, vulnerability, and unapologetic confidence that resonated with many watching from home. However, it is important to understand that Baddies was never about blaming one person for the chaos. The reality of the show was more complex than just pointing fingers at a problem cast member. The issues arose because of the combination of many factors, including clashing personalities, different expectations, and the intense pressure of being filmed constantly. It was less about any single individual causing trouble, and more about how everyone's time and energy felt wasted in a high-stakes environment where cooperation was needed, but often hard to find. One of the ongoing frustrations for the cast was the way people came and went throughout the series. Unlike shows where the entire group is consistently present, Baddies had a revolving door feel at times, with some members leaving temporarily or permanently, and new personalities stepping in. This disrupted the flow and chemistry of the group, making it difficult for anyone to build lasting alliances or truly understand each other. The lack of consistency meant that the group rarely shared a moment when everyone was genuinely together for a proper scene or shot. This fragmentation affected not only the cast's relationships, but also the production quality. Many viewers noticed the gaps in continuity, and the cast themselves expressed frustration about the missed opportunities to build meaningful storylines. The energy that could have been channeled into growth and resolution instead often got lost in the back and forth of arrivals and departures, causing tension to fester rather than heal. Despite these challenges, Baddies succeeded in capturing the zeitgeist of a generation eager to see reality TV with less polish and more grit. The show presented a raw, unfiltered look at young women navigating fame, friendship, rivalry, and self-expression in an era where social media can amplify every conflict. This authenticity is what kept audiences hooked. Viewers were not just watching scripted entertainment, but glimpses into the very real struggles and triumphs of the cast members. The impact of Baddies went beyond just entertainment. It became a cultural talking point within the influencer community and among fans of reality television. Discussions about the show often centered on themes of loyalty, trust, ambition, and the price of fame. It highlighted how difficult it can be to maintain friendships in an environment where competition and ego are constantly at play. Moreover, it showed how fame comes with its own set of pressures, including managing public perception and handling personal conflicts in the public eye. For Chrisean, the show served as a launching pad for her career and public persona. Her moments on Baddies gave her a platform to showcase her personality beyond social media posts and music releases. Fans connected with her because she was relatable and complex, a woman who was not afraid to confront issues head-on but also displayed moments of vulnerability. This balance made her stand out and helped her build a dedicated fan base. The success of Baddies also signaled a shift in how reality TV is produced and consumed. Shows like this, which prioritize young, diverse voices and focus on the realities of modern fame, are changing the landscape. Zeus Network's approach, leveraging the power of streaming and social media, allows for more direct engagement with fans and a fresh kind of storytelling that feels immediate and relevant. In conclusion, Baddies on Zeus Network is more than just a reality show about drama and fights. It is a snapshot of a generation grappling with identity, ambition, and the complexities of relationships in a digital age. With personalities like Chrisean leading the way, the show captures the raw energy, conflicts, and moments of connection that make reality television compelling. While the revolving door of cast members and chaotic environment presented challenges, it also added to the authenticity and unpredictable nature of the series. Ultimately, Baddies stands as a testament to how modern reality TV can reflect the vibrant, messy, and unapologetic spirit of today's youth culture. Even if the big drama hadn't happened, there still would not have been a group shot because you left way too early. You wasted everyone's time by showing up only when it suited you. Chrisean isn't one to sit quietly. She's ready to throw hands if someone talks too much. If you open your mouth, Chrisean wants to throw down. She does not hold back, and something was definitely bound to go down. But the real issue was everyone involved. Then suddenly Chrisean said she was going to quit the show because Lemuel was underpaying her. That's when Diddy got involved. At the party, Chrisean gave a vivid account of how she and Lemuel were called into a private room with Diddy, who grabbed Lemuel by the neck and roughed him up. He threatened him to make sure Chrisean got the money they had agreed on for the show. Then me and Lemmy were told that he could not bring any security with him. So, he went in like a little ending, all alone, no backup. It was just me and Lemmy, heading upstairs. When we got there, Lemmy said, "What's up, Diddy? You know, you met Chrisean, right? And earlier at the party, you were giving her kisses on the cheek or whatever. So, we just wanted to follow up. I'm glad you and Sean are here." And then Diddy grabbed Lemmy by the neck and said, "But do you mess with her? Don't play with her. All she needs is love. Don't play with her." I didn't fully get it until my checks started coming back short from the Chrisean Love subscriptions. And then he started personally putting people on the show who I had street beef with. I'm like, where's the security when all these fights are breaking out? It felt like a mess. Honestly, I'm glad I didn't get jacked up for that already. So tell me, doesn't Diddy stepping up to fight for Chrisean sound a little strange to you? From what we know, someone like Diddy wouldn't act like that without some kind of agenda or hidden motive. Meanwhile, Lemuel denied Chrisean's story about being roughed up by Diddy. He fired back in a now-deleted Instagram post, calling the whole thing fake. Then, when asked again on the Morning Hustle show, he managed to sidestep the "We did hear certain things where people come out like, you had Khan come out. She did say that he did it. Y'all had a moment, right?" Did he? Honestly, I don't really know him like that. Sure, we've met a few times and even sponsored some parties together, but we never had any real personal connection. We never kicked it, talked about life, or did any serious business. Yeah, we chatted here and there when I saw him around other people, but nothing close or meaningful. Now, you all know Cash Rock's supposed mother-in-law, Chrisean Rock. She lives for drama. About a year ago, she started rumors that Cash Rock was being recruited as a candidate for Diddy's freak-off. Basically, Diddy and Chrisean were trying to pull her in. Remember when they were really pushing Rock to hang with them? That definitely felt like recruitment. She had a lot on her plate at the time. We're going to break all of that down on this podcast, get into every little detail because it's important. I truly believe those women were trying to recruit her. Remember how they kept having her show up everywhere asking, "Do you love her?" Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This podcast is going to spill all the tea because, you know, the mama knows everything. Everyone's business is on the table. We aren't here to drag anyone or make fun of anyone, but we will explore all the possibilities, especially since they kept calling her, inviting her to birthday parties, telling her to come over and dance on Chrisean. You remember that, right? Remember that? It really seemed like they were trying to recruit her. Back then, she sounded bitter and a little salty, but as it turns out, she was actually onto something. People came for her, claiming she was always stirring up drama or trying to drag that girl into some nonsense. One person even said, "Oh, lady, hush, she's just jealous of Cash Rock and it's obvious. But I know misery when I see it," and the truth was on her side. It turns out she was right all along. Yung Miami, whose real name is Chrisean, was involved with Diddy from June 2022 until sometime in 2023. During that period, she was reportedly recruiting women for his so-called freak-off. Former Diddy producer Lil Rod brought up these parties in his lawsuit. He recounted one night where he was with Diddy, Chrisean, and her female cousins. According to him, one of Chrisean's cousins suddenly barged into the bathroom while he was inside. She allegedly grabbed him and started performing oral sex on him. He pushed her away and tried to leave, but she followed him. The woman reportedly undressed and tried to straddle him right in front of Diddy, Chrisean, and others. Jones also claimed he was sexually assaulted by a cousin or assistant of Yung Miami, who dated Diddy, and that this person was connected to Oscar winner Cuba Gooding Jr. He even got hold of footage showing a rapper and an R&B singer, names redacted in the lawsuit, hanging out with underage girls and workers. Jones further alleged that Chrisean was transporting a pink-powdered drug called Tussie for Diddy, and that she was on a monthly payroll as one of his FO girls. Beyond just accusing Chrisean of moving Diddy's substances across state, lines in an amended lawsuit, Rod described an incident during rehearsals for the Water Festival with the Combs Enterprise. He said he personally saw Diddy snort some lines of candy in his dressing room. That same day, Diddy wanted Tootsie, but his friend and well-known mule, Brendan Paul, forgot it. So Diddy's chief of staff, Chrisean Rock, contacted Chrisean, who then allegedly brought it aboard the private jet from Miami. Of course, Chrisean denied all these accusations, insisting she never received any payments from Diddy for shady dealings, especially denying the claim about a $250,000 monthly allowance mentioned in the lawsuit. So far, that's where things stand. Yung Miami has not faced any formal charges or legal accusations, but people are piecing things together. The general belief is that she was not a victim of Diddy's mess like Cassie was. Instead, she was reportedly involved and down for whatever wild things Diddy wanted, including scouting and prepping girls for his freak-off. Yeah, that's the talk. On a different note, we got a new track dropping, Act Bad. It's the anthem for summer. Why City Girl? Because we're the biggest female rap group in the world, and act bad means just having fun and living your best life. We act bad all the time. So if you're a city girl, go get you a bad boy and act bad too, because that's the vibe all summer long. We're just enjoying life, living our best lives, the absolute best. You want to know what I do when I act bad? I do whatever the hell I want, say whatever I want. That's what acting bad is about. Hanging out the window, twerking, living life, acting bad all day. That's the mood. So, how many rounds you go? People might not know, but I do. Back to serious stuff. When Homeland Security raided Diddy's homes, they found evidence showing these freak-offs lasted for days. From what Chrisean said, she was fully on board with the non-stop parties. She literally said in a live interview that she loved golden showers. Like, you could pee on me in the shower, you could pee on me after, it just depends on how the night flows. She even said, "We gotta try this golden shower thing out." She made it clear, that golden shower is lit. Looks like one of the girls Chrisean brought into the mix was Crotch. Rumors are flying that Chrisean actually did get involved with the group, but Diddy thought Chrisean was too unstable and might talk. Too much. So after just one party, they dropped her and never invited her back. Now, the internet is really coming at her hard for that. Trying to recruit Rock would have been a bad idea because she wouldn't have kept anything secret. Everyone involved seems to be tangled up together in this mess. Things are getting really messy out here. Many people believe Croc was being groomed for Diddy's freak-off, and some say she even took part in at least one of those parties. But others are calling that story into question, saying it might not be true. The whole situation is complicated and full of conflicting claims.